You know, there's been a lot of news about interest rates and our bond rate environment that we're in right now. Pretty much if you're a saver, it's not helpful is what I've gathered. What are your thoughts on interest and bond rates?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that question. A lot of people are talking about it, and nobody really wants to discuss it, which is kind of ironic if you think about the way I just said that. People want to talk about it, but they don't want to discuss it.
Well, they don't want to discuss the realities of it, probably.
Right, because a lot of people use the stock bond portfolio is the bonds are the alternative to their safe money to grow at a good rate or whatever, like the standard rate. But interest rates are pretty darn low, and they're ever changing. And the bond alternative out there, and people are like, "Look at this," and we have this 5-page report we'd be more than happy to share with anybody from BlackRock, really high regarded company, and they're talking about the expectations and returns of bonds and stuff like that. And you look at this report, I'm just going to go out 10 years right now. Their return rates from U.S. government bonds to cash accounts are from 0.01 to the highest on the board is 2.9. And that's a foreign treasury bond. So, I mean, that's basically between 1% and 3% is what they're projecting. And these guys are pretty darn good with the volatility rate in the teens is what they're looking at there. And the global equities, you don't even want to go into that aspect of it. And so people say, well, Dolph, what are bond alternatives? Well, Robert Eberson posted a white paper a couple of weeks ago, which, again, more than happy to share. And I know people don't like to say the word annuity, and people don't like that parts of annuity, but there's a lot of different annuities out there, Kristen. There's fixed annuities. Heck, we have a fixed annuity for 10 years that's going to pay you a guaranteed 4% fixed for 10 years. Simple as that. Boom, boom, boom. Just that alone takes the bond alternative off the board. Because if the bonds are going to go between 1% and 3% on a guessing game, wondering what interest rates are, this one you know you're getting 4% with no questions asked. What's wrong with that? So you've already outbeat the curve. But there's also index annuities where you can put in index theirs. They have a guaranteed minimum of 1.5%, but they have upside potential of anywhere from 4 to average good rate of return 4 to 8%, with still good liquidity and no fees. So why would you not take the opportunity to at least educate yourself into something of a bond alternative like an annuity that could give you something with the liquidity that you're looking for, growth potential, what you need, and safety and desire of what you're proposing for yourself to get into retirement. And so sometimes it's one of those take back, okay, I've heard bad things about annuities. I don't want annuities. You can talk to them until I'm blue in the face. I'm not. But there might be, if you're a heavy person into bonds and you're looking for alternatives for the next several years, I mean, if you're looking at a 20-year BlackRock expectation, a U.S. government bond, I mean, it's looking at 2.2% for 20 years. You might have to suck up a little bit of your pride sometimes and say, hey, maybe that looking into annuity might not be all that bad for a portion of my money. Like, let's say I'm going to put 20% in there. This is going to be my bond alternative. I can almost personally guarantee you, if you read the Robert Eberson, which is a Nobel Peace Prize winner, and you read this Black report, you might consider annuities as a bond replacement.
Annuities, there's so many different types. Some are good, some not a good situation for you, but you have to find out what is best for you. If you'd like a copy of that report Dolph's talking about, he's happy to send you one of those at no charge. Or if you'd like to come in and have him really go through the process with you and do an annuity x-ray, maybe based on one that you have as part of your retirement already, to make sure that it's beneficial and helping you now and in the future of your retirement. Or if you've been looking at one and you'd like to know if it's one that's going to benefit you as well, he can do an annuity x-ray complimentary. And why not just get a full-blown second opinion of everything, a where do I stand plan? Look at annuities, look at the fees, look at if it's going to benefit you and be a positive part of your retirement income plan. Have him do a detailed analysis of your risk tolerance, looking at protection and growth. Use that retirement tax planning software to create a personalized tax mapping report so that you're efficient with taxes and retirement. Make sure you're ready for RMDs, inflation, and even Social Security. 704-919-0149. 704-919-0149. And anytime you can click on clearincomeforlife.com.